The biggest thing that makes it obvious for me what my niche needs to be, instead of, for right now, instead of the travel vlog, the obvious thing is I want to inspire people. I want to have a greater purpose, and I think with YouTube, like, usually there's 3 things that you can do with YouTube. You can inspire someone, you can teach someone so you can educate them, or you can entertain them. And let's be honest, I'm not here to entertain anyone. I'm going. Anyway, we're at the riverfront. It's really pretty out here. Thought I'd vlog somewhere else today. Down at the riverfront. It is so icy. Wow. It's crazy. It's really beautiful though. It looks like the Arctic. That looks like an iceberg. Wow. It is definitely winter. I'm just going to drive around and talk a little bit about how I've been trying to pick out a niche for my channel. And so far I've done all kinds of different things. I've done a little bit of cooking, like around Christmas time. Did a little bit of travel, went to Florida, to Disney World. Still working on some of those videos, trying to get those finished. It's a new year, so of course, new resolutions. I want to try to start doing some more healthy habits. Of course, the biggest one is getting healthy. And not just healthy, like losing weight, but also eating nutritional food, getting in some good habits of working out at the gym, just getting more active, getting movement into my daily life every day. That's a big one. So I've really tried to get some things together to make my life easier so I can achieve some of the goals that I want to achieve. And I've done it before. I've lost weight and I've gotten in shape, but I was not always in the best mindset. So this time's a little different. I'm not getting over a breakup. There's no COVID. I think I'm doing it for the right reasons. I've been single for about 5 years, and I'm pretty happy being single right now. I'm not really looking for a relationship or anything. I just want to take care of myself. And for the first time in my adult life, I can find happiness just being on my own. And it's pretty nice. It's liberating. There's a sense of freedom. I'm probably happier now than I've ever been as an adult. But I would like to be definitely healthier. I'd like to fit in my old clothes. Trying to pay attention. So I'd like to fit in some of my older clothes. I'm always buying new clothes. But really what I need to do is get healthy and fit, because it's not the clothes that I need. I have plenty of clothes. I have lots of cute clothes, but I do need to get fit so I can wear them and they'll look better. Because even if you have the cutest clothes in the world, if you're not healthy and fit, they may not look so great. They might look a little frumpy. And so I don't want to look frumpy anymore. I want to look good, and I want to feel confident and have more energy. That's a huge one. So I've kind of changed. I might still make travel videos. I really enjoy that. I want to do travel videos. But I also, this year in particular, I want to kind of focus more on healthy living and taking control of different parts of my life, just mentally getting healthy, physically, I want to keep bettering myself and learning new things, trying new things that might make me a little nervous, like my YouTube channel, of course. I want to keep on making videos. I'd kind of like to do a Sunday vlog every week, kind of a recap, and just touch on a few different parts of my life once a week. I think that would be good, just as an update. Lots of little things. I want to start taking some of my clothes that I have at home and putting outfits together, and getting more organized. Taking some of the things out of my closets that I don't wear very often, maybe putting those in a container, and if I don't use those within the next year, maybe I'll donate them or try to sell them. But I'm going to try to put like 2 or 3 outfits together at least once a week, maybe more outfits than that actually, because sometimes you go out and buy things that you really don't need, that you might already have some. You might have the thing you need and you just can't find what you're looking for, so if you kind of get a little more organized, then it's easier to pick out an outfit and you don't have to go buy more. Also, I want to kind of color code my outfits. I do like the monochromatic type of outfits. Wow, it's really beautiful out here. But yeah, I like the monochromatic look. I think it looks more expensive when you have kind of a monochromatic outfit. And wow, it's just all frozen. But I think if I have groups of colors together, that's going to make it easier to pick out things that I might want to wear. Also, there's a lot of things that are just uncomfortable that I've kind of just grown out of. That's not my style anymore. It's not my lifestyle. So if it doesn't make me feel comfortable, if it's not really something that fits my lifestyle anymore, or if it's painful, like my shoes, like, especially with the weight gain, maybe I should put some of the shoes away for a while. And if I do lose the weight, then it'll be more comfortable. But for right now, I don't need all that clutter, because I think the clutter, the physical clutter, it kind of clutters the brain too. Like you can't find things and you just give up. And I think once I start getting more active and I just make space for, just a little bit of neatness, tidiness, organization, I think it's going to make everything clearer. Once you get moving, things seem a little clearer too. You get those endorphins going, and everything seems to come together when you have a good routine, when you do a little physical activity. If you get bombarded by things, like all your things at home, and it's just an unorganized mess, then you tend to quit. You get overwhelmed, at least I do, and you get comfortable, and that's when, well, for me at least, that's when I eat. And sometimes I'm a binge eater. Like I'll have a bag of pistachios like this morning. And I just tend to, I want to eat 10 maybe pistachios. A serving's like 1/4 of a cup. And it's just really easy to like be scrolling on your phone or looking at the computer, just not paying attention. And before you know it, you already ate 1/4 cup when you only were going to eat a few of the pistachios. Even though they're healthy foods, there's limits to what you should eat. So I am going to do a lot more meal prepping. I have set myself up for the meal prepping. I have my containers for work labeled Monday through Friday for my meal preps. And I'm planning on doing more salads. I started buying salad kits because I think it might actually save me a little bit of money. Because when you buy a salad, like a theme salad, I like the theme salads like Greek salad or, Asian salad. When you buy those salads, if you buy every ingredient, it tends to get pretty expensive. But if you buy the kits and they taste pretty good, then you don't have to buy every little thing. See, you get to, and you don't get sick and tired of, you can buy a couple kits. You don't get sick and tired of the same old thing. So, I've been buying those kits, and I'm trying to incorporate more apples as a dessert. I've actually tried the apple nachos last night, which you take a little peanut butter, you melt it down in the microwave, and drizzle it on the apples, and then you can put maybe some granola or some dark chocolate on the apples. I mean, that's just one example of a healthy alternative to like chocolate or cookies or ice cream. And then also like Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt's really healthy. So I was planning on doing more little snacks with the Greek yogurt, but I really want to increase my protein. So I bought a lot more fish, shrimp, chicken, make chicken breasts, and I can cut those up into strips, or I can boil it, I can poach it. There's all kinds of things I can do with the chicken, but not so much breaded. I want to kind of get away from the breaded chicken. Just try to do everything a little more healthy. But yeah, protein, I'm going to do like the brown rice, and more of a Mediterranean diet too. I did that a few years ago, and I actually lost about 20-30 pounds when I did that for a short time. But I think the biggest thing is just changing my lifestyle, like long term, not just the short thing, not where I have a short term goal to reach, not like I want to lose this much weight in 6 months. That's not my goal. I want to start making some lifestyle changes that I'll stick to, and hopefully it'll have a cumulative effect, and it'll be something that lasts. I've done this before. I've lost quite a bit of weight before, and I think my motivation is a little bit different now, and my mindset. So I think I can do this. So anyway, I might not be focusing as much on the travel or the cooking unhealthy food. I think I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to be doing more of healthy lifestyle, doing things that just make you feel good, self-care, picking outfits out that make me feel good, and then also not spending money on things I really don't need, which usually that was clothing or food that's unhealthy. So yeah, I'm going to try to work on that this year. and just overall healthy lifestyle. And I think as a channel, we can help each other. It won't just be for my help, but also we can give each other ideas. So if I'm sure there's other people out there in the same boat as me. I'm 50 plus, so people age 50 to 60 or older, you know that the metabolism tends to slow down at our age, and the hormones also for women. So I know that there's other women out there who've struggled to lose weight, or it's just struggled to make healthy choices. It's so much easier just to, go to the store and buy some cookies, or, I'm just going to do a little of this or a little of that, just a little chocolate or a candy bar. And we can help each other get ideas on what makes it easier, what's worked for you, what's working for me. And so, I think hopefully I can inspire someone and set small goals instead of huge, big goals. I think I used to be really into fitness in high school, and in my mid to late 30s, I was really into physical fitness. That's when I lost a lot of weight, and then when I turned around 40, I gained it back. But like in my 30s, I used to run marathons, believe it or not. And at first it was just to get in shape. I was like, running at the gym a little bit. And then I kind of ended up getting really into it. And I was just going to train for a half marathon, but I was so excited about it and I worked so hard. And I'm like, I might as well just do the full marathon. And so I did. But then I was into running for a couple years. And in 2011, I ended up needing foot surgery. And that, after I had that surgery, I was in a lot of pain. I only had one foot done, and I was supposed to get the other one done, and it really was a terrible experience. It hurt a lot more than they let on. They said I was going to be recovered and back to work the next week. There was no way. I gained probably 30 pounds that year. And so I did eventually get back into running. I did a half marathon back in 2019. But a lot of that was probably walking. I did run some, but I'm never going to be a big runner again. And I don't really care to. I don't enjoy it like I did back then. And running's pretty painful for me now. But I know if I lost some of the weight, it would be easier. But I'd like to do more things that I enjoy. Like, I thought about getting into roller skating or ice skating. Pay attention here. Swimming, maybe even like pickleball or tennis. I'm sure there's lots of active pastimes that I could pursue. So I want to find something that I have fun with, that I can do on a regular basis that incorporates movement. Maybe not the same thing all the time, but do little things that I really enjoy. So I'm going to focus on that, and I guess I'll just learn as I go, and I hope you'll come along for the ride. I think it's going to be exciting, especially if I have success. Even this YouTube thing, I mean, it's driving around talking to my Osmo camera. It's odd. I was planning on going to the gym today, but everything will get easier in time, and I'll get more comfortable with this whole situation. The thing with YouTube, like when you make a video, you can go back and edit. Like if you say something dumb, there's nothing to be nervous about, because if you're not live, you can always go back and edit it. So I have to remember that in the back of my mind, that it's not permanent. You can undo anything you do. And I'm just going to try to work on making more quality videos, trying not to say and things like that over and over, just to get to the point and kind of have a point. The biggest point today is I want to change my lifestyle. I really think that my niche should be about inspiring people by the changes I make in my life and showing that with a plan and hard work, dedication, doing the things that I really don't want to do that are uncomfortable, sticking with all that, that in time I will see success. And with the help of others and with seeing that the things that I'm doing is helping others, I think it's really going to work out. I think this is the niche for me. I think for right now, I may do other videos too, but mostly I'm going to focus on fitness, nutrition, exercise, things that include self-care, things that will make me feel good, that are the best for my mindset, the best for helping me grow as a person. That's the kind of thing I want to focus on right now. And okay, I know that it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint, even though I'm not going to run any marathons. But my point is, I'm going to make this happen, and in a year, not in 6 months, not in 3 months, but in a year, I want to see some progress, and I believe in myself. I know that I can do it. I know that I'm going to be making some changes that are going to be positive. I know that if I set a plan, that I can do this. I can make things happen. If I set a plan and work hard at it and push through those hard times when I don't want to work out, whenever I am tired, when I have a headache, when I feel a little bit sick, just if I push through and be consistent every day, I know deep down in my soul that I can make these positive changes. Before I end this video, I do want to mention that it is super hard to make the exercise change. I always say that before I go to work, I am going to go work out. I'm going to work a little later than I used to at my old job. I started a new job back in August. And so with my new job, I get to work a little bit later. And so what in the world? They're driving with snow on their windshield. Oh my God. Anyway, back to the point. I always say I'm going to get up and go to the gym. And then something happens. This week, there was good reason because there was snow and ice on the ground. And I was lucky to make it to work. But I did. We had some people at work that didn't even make it because they live in rural communities where they can't even get through and get home safely. So I did make it to work. Okay, it is a little bit odd being at a stoplight and people seeing talking to yourself. It's just so strange. I can't believe I saw somebody went down the street and they had snow all across their windshield. Like, I don't know how they were going down the road without crashing. People are nuts. Anyway, so this week I did manage to make it to work, but I never did get to the gym. I think I went on last Saturday, so a week from today. I joined a couple like a month and a half ago, and then Christmas happened and we had some snow and just family in town, and so I never did go until like last Saturday. I finally made it to the gym. I got my new card. I got this sheet that has the schedule for the gym at the YMCA. And so there's a whole schedule of classes I can take, and times I can use the pool like for recreational. I have had some trouble with my one of my knees with the weight gain. My knees have been bugging me. Well, one of my knees has been bugging me a little bit. So I thought, well, I could go to the pool and get a little bit of stretching in and just walk around and jog in the pool. And that would be really good for my knee. So anyway, with the snow and the ice and everything, I didn't go. But I'm planning on going today. There's just a lot of things. Like the day I finally went to the gym, I ran all these errands first before I went. I had to go get some groceries, and then I had to pick up something for the cat, and there's a million things that get in the way of you actually doing what you plan on doing. Especially, it's just like a mental block thing where It's hard to start a new routine, and then especially when you feel uncomfortable. And I don't know why I do, because I used to go to the Y all the time, and it was like no big deal. So some of the things I've done, like I set myself up, hopefully for success, because I bought some of these not very expensive at all sweatpants that I got them at Walmart, and they had petite and they had my size, and a lot of times it's hard to find my size in petite, but all they had was black, but there were like 4 pairs of black sweatpants in my size, and I'm like, I just should get black. You know, I was going to get like just one because they didn't have different colors, but then I'm like, why am I doing that? I feel most comfortable in black. It's easy to go to the gym wearing black because, I mean, you don't feel as self-conscious about all your lumps and bumps and everything. And I'm like, it won't be a big deal. I have all these fancy like leggings that are kind of tight and they're uncomfortable. They're, you know, they're comfortable once you get them on. They're uncomfortable to put on. It's like putting on pantyhose kind of, because if they're tight, which leggings are meant to be kind of tight. But anyway, so I thought, well, if I get some comfy sweatpants, which I used to wear back, you know, in my 30s when I'd go to the gym, if I just wear comfy clothes and a nice, you know, a t-shirt, then it's easy. There's no excuses. And so that's what I did. I got a few new t-shirts for workout. They're, you know, the wicking kind of material that if you sweat, it dries real quick and easy. So I got some of those. They're doing a lot of construction over here. So I got the wicking material t-shirts, and then I got the black sweatpants. So I got like 4 pairs of those. And I also had some new Avia from Walmart, some nice workout yoga pants. I got like 3 pairs of those like around Christmas time. And so they're going to be great. I've got plenty of clothes to wear. I got some new Beat headphones, so if I want to go walking, then I have those and I can listen to music. So there's just no excuse. So I think in time this will definitely get easier. It's just getting started. When I was a runner, I read this book. It was by John Bingham, and it was called The Courage to Start. And the miracle wasn't that I finished a marathon. The miracle was that I had the courage to start. And I just have to remember that. Like, the hardest part is just getting started. And in time, it's going to get easier. So I guess that's the next step today. I'm going to go to the gym. I got my big old bag. I might go park at the park and just go through some of the things I have in my bag that will make working out easier. But the biggest thing is I just need to get there and do the workout, and it will get easier. So I guess that's all for now. And I plan to do a recap kind of at the end of the day, just to let you know how the workout went, and I might do a little bit of food prepping too. I might get my food prep containers ready, and you can see what I've included in my lunches. So yeah, I'll do that too. Lots of stoplights today. All right. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Love Willie Nelson. Okay. Fix my rearview mirror. Let's see next. Okay, so that almost wraps it up for the car trip. Gotta pick up a couple things before I get to the gym, but I will make it to the gym. I am going to work out today, and I'm going to feel great afterwards. Yesterday I made a video, and I videotaped me shoveling snow, so I definitely got a good workout with that yesterday, but I'm going to get an even better workout today. And then I will do a recap with the food prepping and just how it went, and let you know how I feel. Maybe you could leave some comments on things you do that help you actually get to the gym. and stop putting things off, because it's so easy to put things off. So I went to the YMCA and I worked out, and now I'm at the park. Just figured I'd take a little lap around the park pond, look at the geese, try not to fall. It's a pretty day. Not sure if it's going to be cleared off yet on this pathway. If not, I'll make my way back. I'd rather be outside exercising than inside. It feels good to get those endorphins going though. Turning out to be a pretty good day. It's sunny. No quitter's day for me. I think that was yesterday anyway. I haven't quit yet. All right, well, I didn't put on my boots. I have my boots in the car, but I don't think I'm gonna put them on. That's where the path is usually at. Back this way. It's warming up. Go back to this side. It's safer. See what's coming at me. Ooh. Hi there. If you haven't been to my channel before, I'm Angie. Welcome. Today I want to talk to you about something very important, and I'm so excited about it. It's been a process. It's taken me a little while to figure this out, but I have recently discovered what my niche is. If you've had trouble figuring out what your YouTube niche is, just be patient. It takes time, but you will find it. And the best thing to do is just start making those videos. You won't be perfect at first. Of course, mine aren't. And they are actually a little bit cringe-worthy. They're definitely cringe-worthy. But there are a few good ones, and I've learned as I've made more and more videos. And I think that I'll be glad that I have those early videos, because I can look back and I'll be able to how far that I've come. And also I can see all the things that I've learned and how I've improved through each video I've made. I have recently discovered what my niche should be. I wanted to be more of a travel vlogger, but realistically, I don't have tons of money to travel all the time. So someday maybe I'll be more of a travel vlogger, but right now I pretty much work full time. I have recently started a new job back in August, and I have shorter days now, but I still work. I work 4 days a week in a healthcare industry. So I still need to have most of my time at home, but on the weekends and nights, I can work on my YouTube channel. So I can't really do the whole traveling thing all the time. I can go to places nearby. So local attractions, restaurants, parks, events, different activities like that I can go to. But I think what people really want to know is, like, they want to learn about something from another person. They either want to learn something from them, they want to be entertained, or they want to be inspired. And out of those three things, the thing I found that I can make the most difference with, that would give me a purpose with my YouTube channel, is to inspire someone. And that's going to take some work on my part, of course. But I think in the long run, it's going to work out good for me and good for my audience. And I've watched a lot of other YouTubers, and they say that you really should, when you make a video, you should be intentional and you should focus on your audience. But I don't really know who my audience is. But now that I have an idea of what kind of niche I want, I can focus more on my audience. And I kind of know who that audience is going to be. So I think it's going to be people who, like me, who want to get more physically fit and healthy, which I've been wanting to do for quite some time. And I also think it could be the age group of 40 and above. I'm in my 50s. I'm actually 53. But I find that the older I get, the harder it is to stay healthy, and to, as my metabolism has slowed, it's harder to lose that weight when you go off your diet for a while, or if you're not even on a diet. It can be difficult to figure out what foods work for you, and what you can do to have a healthier lifestyle. So we will learn together, and I'll try to give you tips on what I'm doing to become more healthy, and then maybe you can leave comments on things that you do to become more healthy. So I did make some notes, so I'll probably be looking at my notes periodically during this video. But the main things, I want to get healthy. For my weight, I want to try to get out of some of the physical pain that I have. I have a lot of arthritis, back pain, and some of it's job related, but a lot of it is weight. So I want to lose some weight and not have so many aches and pains. I have trouble with one of my knees, and then my back, and even going up and down stairs sometimes, I get a little winded. I just want to get moving more. That's like my word of the year, is movement. So I'm going to really try to get moving. I joined a gym, and so I'm going to try to do that more often. And before I go to work in the mornings, I'm going to try to pack my bags and have my clothes laid out the night before, and then have my work clothes ready for after I work out. I'll have them there at the gym. I can take a shower and then get my work clothes on. I find it's easier in the morning. If I get started with a good workout, it makes the whole day go better. So that's one of the things I'm going to really try to do. And I think with this, that's going to help with mentally just getting in a good place. And I did a video in the car, so I'm going to have that in this video too. But I wanted to sit down at my desk, which I've been wanting to do for a while anyway. But it's a little awkward at home. I don't know why, but I'm going to get used to it. But when I'm at home, it's just not my comfort zone to be making YouTube videos. When I'm out in the world, a lot of times there's not an echo. I find there's a little bit of an echo in here, but I'll find out little things that'll make it easier. Anyway, back to the weight loss and getting healthy. Mentally, I think once I get those endorphins kicking in and I see a little progress on the scale, I think it's really going to make a difference. It's going to get me more motivated, and once I see a little bit of success, I think it's going to really help me. And I do watch a couple other YouTube vloggers that have had success with weight loss and just getting healthier in general. I'll put who those vloggers are in the description. So I have a couple of vloggers that I do follow that have been very inspirational to me. One of them is Nikki Gets Fit, and the other one is Amy Fits. And I will put their link in the description. But I do watch them quite a bit just to get ideas on healthy eating, healthy living, getting movement, and incorporating that into my lifestyle more. So I've got lots of tips from them and just a few other vloggers on YouTube. I've been doing some reading. So in time, I think watching them and just getting more, seeing more success, that's going to build on the motivation. And then I also talked about in the car video, I talked about how I'm just at a time in my life where I'm ready. I'm just ready to make a change, and I believe that I can do it. And I think that's sometimes the most important part, is just like believing in yourself and knowing that if you have a plan and you try to do things that set you up for success, then you will see success. And that's what I'm all about. And I know that I really believe that I can do that. If I set myself up for success, take little steps every day, don't expect everything just in one day or 1 week or 1 month. This is something I want to work on for a whole year. And after that year, I want to stick to it. I want it to be a lifestyle change. So instead of just being a sprint, I want it to be a marathon. And hopefully a lifelong marathon of fitness, getting healthy physically, mentally, spiritually, and just, keep learning and keeping that mind going. So that's pretty important to me. Moving on, I did talk about how I'm just at that point where I believe in myself. I have calmness in my life, at home and at work. I love my job. Let's see. I talked about in the car how I've had a lifelong struggle with my weight. Not so much in high school. I was pretty physically fit in high school. And let's see. After college, during college, I did gain that freshman 15. And then once I had babies, of course, I gained a little bit of weight there with my kids. And then after I had my kids, then I kind of got into my 30s. I started losing weight. I started getting more active, and then I started running and going to the gym. And then I really got into running and I started doing some marathons. My intent was to do half marathons, but I ended up doing a full marathon, and then I kind of got addicted to it. And then I talked about in the car where I had some problems with my feet, and so I did have a foot surgery. And that year, I ended up putting on 30 pounds. So there's just ups and downs through the years. Obesity runs in my family. My mom, she had a problem with weight. My sister has a problem. My cousins. It's just something that runs in our family. So let's see. It's just something I had to kind of struggle with my whole life. So back in, 2020, 22, I actually did lose about 30 pounds. I was doing that Mediterranean diet and I had quite a bit of luck with that. So that was a big motivator. But then that Christmas, I started eating junk food. It all started with one Kit Kat at Halloween. Holidays are really tough for me to stay on track. But about Halloween, that's when it started, and then Christmas, and I started eating the cookies and all the treats and everything. So after that year, then let's see, that was 2022, and 2023, I gained a little bit of weight, and then last year, my mom passed away in January, so it's been almost a year now. She had dementia, and she had that for, it started about 10 years prior to when she passed away. And she was in a nursing home since 2019. And that was a very difficult time. And a lot of times through those years, I turned towards food for comfort, of course. But I kind of let myself go a little bit this past year. The weight creeped up even more, and last time I weighed, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I weighed myself, and I was up to my highest point, which I was at in 2020, and that's a year that I actually got divorced and put on some weight during the COVID era. So during that year, I did a lot of cooking. I was home from work, like a lot of people were, but I was home from work for about 6 weeks. And that was the first time in my career, except when I had babies, that I was actually at home and not working. So I didn't get outside a lot. I went to the park for walks once in a while, but yeah, that year I put on some weight too. But in 2021, I decided that it was my 50th birthday that year, and I decided that I wanted to go to Disney. And so my dad and I actually went to Disney together because I had one daughter in college, and one of my daughters is a teacher, so of course she couldn't go. So in October of 2021, it was the 50th anniversary of Disney World. And that's when they opened, when their park opened 50 years from then. And that was 1971. And so I decided what better place to spend my 50th birthday than at Walt Disney World. And so in that process of getting ready and planning and everything, I just became a Disney super fan. And I love everything about it. I always have kind of a little bit. But then that year, it really got me hooked. And not only did it get me hooked on Disney World, but also got me hooked on YouTube. I started watching some vloggers, and it really just inspired me. And I'm like, I learned so much. It opened a whole new world for me. And I never understood why, when my kids were growing up, they had TVs in the room, and they never watched TV. They weren't big TV watchers, but they did watch YouTube. They were on computers and tablets and things like that. And maybe a little too much. If I could go back, I think I would have made some changes there. But they used to watch a lot of YouTube, and I didn't get why. And I mean, I sometimes would go to YouTube if I had a problem in the household where I didn't know how to fix something, like the toilet or the car or things like that. But I never really went there for my entertainment. And now it's almost an addiction. So I need to kind of get away from watching so much YouTube. But it opened up a whole new world for me, like with travel. Like I want to travel the world now, and I want to go places and do things. And there's so much about Disney. I'd love to maybe to live there part-time, or just to go there and travel a lot someday when I retire. But anyway, it opened up a whole new world for me, and it's really made me, through the years, find happiness and I've been able to find things that I enjoy and find out, what I'm interested in. In the past, I've always, like before my 50th birthday, I always was, my happiness depended on someone else. And I looked to other people to make me happy. And ever since I turned 50, and that year, that inspiring year, I've been able to find happiness on my own, and I've been able to find a calmness inside. And I'm not depending on someone else for my happiness anymore. And I've just found out things that I love. I love gardening now. I love flowers, and I did before, but now I've learned so much, and there's so many other things I want to do with it. And it's just all these places I want to go visit. Some of my favorite vloggers that have inspired me to live a more full life. Let's see, Yankee in the South. That's one of my favorite ones. My very favorite is Paging Mr. Morrow. And I love Mammoth, Molly from Mammoth. I love watching her videos. Resort TV One has been such a great comfort in my life. Last Christmas, Christmas of 2023, actually, not last Christmas, the one before, but I was actually homesick with COVID, and I couldn't be around other people, and I couldn't visit my mom until actually on Christmas Day or the day after. Anyway, so I was at home painting my house, pretty much. I was painting the living room, and I had Resort TV One on, and it really brought a lot of comfort to me. And there's been many nights when I've watched them live. They have a live stream. And I just want to say thank you if Resort TV One ever watches this video, which I don't know why you would, but you've really brought a lot of comfort to me. And Paging Mr. Morrow, you have really, your channel has really inspired me. It's made me less afraid to travel, and it's just made me just want to live a more full life and believe in myself. Because Nate, he came so far. He started from hardly anything, working in a restaurant, and he's always been a wonderful person, I'm sure, but he has just he is so huge now, and he's had great success. And so I think I've learned that if you believe in yourself and you work hard enough and you keep at it, even though you're not making a lot of progress, in the beginning, if you keep working at it, you can keep learning and growing, and you can do great things in life. Anyone can, and everybody has a story. No matter what you've been through, or any mistakes you've made in your life, everybody has a point of view, and there's someone out there that wants to listen to that point of view. And it may not be the most popular opinion, but your opinion matters, and every person matters in this world. So anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent there, but that's pretty much explains why I want to make a change in my life and why I think I could be an inspiration to others. I'm trying to become more minimalist. I'm going to try to get rid of some things that I don't need anymore that are kind of cluttering my life and my mind. I just want to make it easier for me to get up in the morning, get my workout clothes ready, and get out the door, and just make it easier where there's not so much confusion, or it's going to be so much easier just to stay in bed. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to get up and start living and working out and doing things that are healthy for me. And if I know that I shouldn't be eating a cookie, I'm not going to eat a cookie all the time. I might have one once in a while, but I need to work out some balance in my life. So I've made some changes. Today I meal plan for the week, which I've done in the past, but now I'm trying to choose more healthy options. I did make some salads, and I actually did a little of this last week, but I made some salad kits with shrimp for the week, and that's for my lunch with grapes. And then I also made some stir-fried chicken with broccoli and some other vegetables. And so when I get home from work, I'm usually super tired when I get done working. But when I get home from work, I can go ahead and get that out of the fridge, heat it up, and make some rice on the side, and just have some rice. And I even have a little salad left, so I could do that. And anyway, Nikki Gets Fit from her channel, she always eats an apple every night, and she might have a little dessert, but her dessert is like a healthy dessert. So it almost tastes like a regular dessert, but she's chose healthier options where she can enjoy dessert, but it's not going to cause her to gain more weight. So I'm really into that. I'm going to try a lot of her recipes. She even wrote a cookbook, so I'm going to try to get that. I think she sells it on Amazon, I believe. So yeah. And then let's see, I think the big thing is just setting small goals and not expecting everything all at once. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try little things. And last week was kind of a setback because I was going to do the whole working out before work thing, but then we had a big snowstorm with ice, lots of ice, and some people didn't even make it to work. So that was a little bit of a setback, but I'm going to try again. I'm going to get my clothes organized, and tomorrow is going to be the day. I'm going to get up and get those workout clothes on, get to the gym, take my shower, go to work. And then I know when I come home from work tomorrow, I'm going to be so proud of myself. And if I can just get in the habit of doing that more often, I think it's going to happen. I really think it's going to happen. And I'm going to try to set some routine and just be consistent, because I know consistency is the key. And I've done it before, and I know I can do it again. So yeah. So there's some other things that I might do as far as exercise. I do have some workout videos. I love yoga, and I have everything I need to do yoga at home. I do follow Zoe from Yoga Burn. I have all her videos, and she has them online, but you can where you can watch them online. But I also have the actual DVDs, except for like the last one, which is a HIIT workout. So I might do some of that. I think I'm going to incorporate that on Thursdays, because I work like half day, well, like till 2 o'clock on Thursday. So I think I'm going to try to incorporate that in the morning, because I go in a little bit earlier on Thursdays to work. So I might do a little bit of Yoga Burn videos. Let's see here. And then I also might do some walking on the trails. I do like to go walking still, not so much running, but I do like to walk. So I might take my equipment to record some videos while I'm walking. But I think I could get used to doing these videos at home, but it's just going to take a little bit of time. So let's see. So I got the Yoga Burn videos. I also have some headphones, some Beat headphones, which I've never had any really nice headphones before like that. So I'm going to try to wear those when I'm walking in safe places, of course, because some places you don't want to wear headphones if you're out walking. And then I've got, some clothes laid, ready for working out. That's going to make it more motivational, more motivational. And let's see. So yeah, I talked about Nikki. Nikki Gets Fit, her channel. I've talked about Zoe from Yoga Burn. And in the past, I've also read this book called Body for Life, which I really like. It's an old book, but when I'm lifting weights, I like the way that they have that set out, where you can build up and do a couple repetitions until your muscles kind of burn out, and then you can go to another set. Another type of weight exercise. Okay, and then the other one is Amy Fitz. It's either Fritz or Fitz, but I think it's Fitz, Fitz. And she does some home decorating and things like that too, but she is actually a marathon runner right now. She's training for her second marathon. But I just find her story very inspirational, because she started, I think she was about 70 pounds higher before she lost all her weight. And she has kids and everything in a very busy schedule, and she manages to still get the movement into her schedule. So she really emphasizes making that a priority, and I love that. So let's see. In conclusion, I really do think it's obvious what my niche should be. I could make those fun videos, but it's just kind of ridiculous, some of those videos. I mean, they are fun to make, and I'll look back, and they can be kind of, like a memory, kind of like a scrapbook of what in my life at that time. But I really think that I want to be more of an inspiration, and I want my work to have meaning, and I want to inspire others, and I hopefully will be inspired by other people leaving comments and motivating them, and then motivating me. So I do plan to use a playlist. I'm going to actually create a playlist called Midwest Metamorphosis. kind of like the butterfly. The caterpillar turns into the beautiful butterfly. So it's going to be, my playlist is going to be Midwest Metamorphosis instead of Midwest Butterfly. So that's kind of fun. I also have one that's Midwest Cooking, that playlist. So I'll probably have a lot of my healthy recipes on there, things that I have tried. So I'll probably have that on my cooking playlist. And then I guess that's about it. Together we will keep learning. I'm glad that you stayed for this video. And if you have any suggestions, or if this video brought you insight on like what you think your niche might be, or which thing you might want to do, if you want to teach people something, or if you want to entertain people or inspire, what helped you find what your niche what you thought your niche should be. So if you want, you can leave a message about like how you figured out like what you thought your niche should be, or if someone else inspired you. But that's about all for today, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!